So a lot of you have been asking me to put together a list of complete Donghua, or at least the ones that are mostly finished. And honestly, I get it. Nobody likes waiting years for a story to finally wrap up. That's why today I'm bringing you my top 10 completed and mostly finished Donghua to watch in 2025. No matter what kind of viewer you are, there's definitely something here you'll enjoy. Alrighty, let's jump straight in. Our journey begins with Stellar Transformation, which has its final season officially announced for fall 2025. This series follows Qin Yu, who starts as someone unable to cultivate, only to rise into one of the very few protagonists to reach cosmic-level power. What makes this Donghua special is how it focuses on the cultivation path itself, avoiding the overused harem tropes, while still delivering breathtaking cosmic battles as a bonus. With every new season, the visuals get sharper and the storytelling more refined, making the journey even more rewarding. And now, with the conclusion on the horizon, it's the perfect time for a full recap. Or if you haven't watched it yet, there's no better moment to dive in. At number 9, we have The King's Avatar, a series that has already covered about 65% of its story, with a highly anticipated 4th season officially announced. This Donghua follows Ye Shu, a former pro who rises from being cast aside to reclaim his spot as a true esports legend. What makes this series stand out isn't just the competitive gaming atmosphere, but the sheer passion it shows for teamwork, strategy, and perseverance. Every season feels like stepping back into the arena, with sharper animation and more intense battles to enjoy. Definitely the best pick if you love MMORPG and game-related series. At number 8, we have Throne of Seal, a Donghua that's already over 70% complete and still going strong. The story follows Long Haochen, whose journey blends martial arts, demons, and divine seals into an epic cultivation adventure. What really makes this series special is the balance. It's not just about raw power, but about sacrifice, loyalty, and the bond between comrades. That's exactly why fans love it. Every battle feels earned, every sacrifice hits hard, and every victory feels like a team effort. On top of that, each new season just keeps raising the stakes with bigger battles and sharper animation. If you're into epic team-based cultivation stories with both heart and action, Throne of Seal is one you don't want to miss. At number 7, we've got Battle Through the Heavens, a Donghua that's about 65 to 70% complete and one of the biggest names in the cultivation genre. The story follows Xiao Yan, who starts off powerless and humiliated, only to climb his way up through relentless training, dangerous trials, and fiery battles. Now it's true, the series took a hit with its heavy harem content, which not every fan enjoyed. But despite that, what keeps people hooked is the classic underdog journey. Fans love seeing Xiao Yan flip the script, turning setbacks into stepping stones. And with each new season, the fights get more intense, the visuals sharper, and the stakes higher than ever. Even with the harem elements dragging it down for some viewers, Battle Through the Heavens still stands as one of the genre's defining series. At number 6, we have Soul Land 2, which is set to deliver a massive 156 episodes in its very first season, covering around 63% of the story. That scale alone shows the dedication to adapting the source in detail, giving fans plenty of time to enjoy every fight, every breakthrough, and every emotional moment. What fans love most is how it expands the legacy of the original Soul Land. With new martial souls, fresh characters, and even grander battles that keep raising the bar. It's a true continuation of the world so many fell in love with, and it's only getting better as the journey unfolds. For anyone looking for an immersive, long-term cultivation adventure, Soul Land 2 is already a fan favorite and a must-watch. At number 5, we have Spirit Sword Sovereign, a series that has already covered over 50% of its story and stands out as a classic cultivation adventure. Following a determined protagonist on a journey to mastery, it delivers everything fans love about traditional Xianxia. From intense training and soul-forging battles to grand conflicts that span entire realms. What makes this Donghua truly special is how the later seasons take the visuals and animation to a whole new level. Every breakthrough, duel, and step toward power feels even more epic, making it a perfect entry for anyone seeking a pure Jianxia experience. For viewers who crave epic battles, ancient sects, and a protagonist steadily rising to dominate the cultivation world, Spirit Sword Sovereign is an absolute must-watch. At number 4, we have Perfect World, a Donghua that has already covered over 60% of its story and is known for its breathtaking scale and immersive world building. Following the journey of a determined protagonist striving to protect his loved ones and reshape his destiny, the series delivers both heart-pounding battles and emotional storytelling. What makes Perfect World stand out is how it blends epic cultivation action with deeply personal stakes. Each arc unveils new challenges, more powerful foes, and jaw-dropping visuals, pushing the protagonist closer to cosmic-level power and keeping viewers hooked every step of the way. The story is fast-paced and engaging, so viewers won't get bored easily. For anyone seeking a grand, fully immersive Jianxia adventure, where the battles are as emotional as they are epic, Perfect World is an unforgettable ride. At number 3, we have Against the Sky Supreme, a Donghua that's already about 65% complete and delivers one of the most ruthless and effective protagonists in cultivation. Unlike typical heroes, this one stops at nothing to achieve his goals, combining sheer intelligence, raw power, and unrelenting determination. Every battle feels calculated and intense, showing just how deadly a truly skilled cultivator can be. And as the story unfolds, his rise pushes him ever closer to cosmic-level power, turning each conflict into a spectacle of strategy, strength, and sheer dominance. For viewers craving a hard-hitting, high-stakes cultivation story where the hero doesn't just grow, he conquers, Against the Sky Supreme is a thrilling, unforgettable ride. At number 2, we have The Founder of Diabolism, one of the only 2 fully completed series on this list. And what a ride it is! Following a brilliant and determined protagonist, the series blends clever strategy, breathtaking battles, and moments of cunning that make you cheer, gasp, and sometimes laugh at just how calculated he can be. What makes this Donghua stand out is how every episode pushes the story forward. No filler, no waiting, just pure, complete cultivation fun. Watching the protagonist rise to legendary heights with a mix of strength, wit, and a touch of ruthless flair is both thrilling and satisfying. For anyone looking to experience a cultivation series done perfectly from start to finish, one that's as fun as it is epic, The Founder of Diabolism is an absolute must-watch. And at number 1, we have Soul Land, the legendary series that stands tall as one of the only 2 fully completed Donghua on this list. With its rich world of martial souls, fierce rivalries, and unforgettable bonds, Soul Land became the gateway into cultivation for millions of fans. What makes it so special is the balance: intense training, dramatic battles, emotional connections, and plenty of lighthearted fun along the way. Watching Tang San rise step by step, building his strength while protecting those he cares about, is the kind of story that keeps you hooked from the very first episode until the grand finale. For anyone who wants the ultimate complete cultivation journey, with hundreds of episodes that never run out of surprises, Soul Land is the number 1 pick, and the perfect series to crown this list. And there you have it, my top 10 most complete Donghua you can dive into right now. Whether you're looking for epic cultivation journeys, emotional storytelling, or just a long, satisfying binge, these series deliver it all. If you enjoyed the list, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more Donghua content. It really helps a lot and keeps the journey going.